Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I last streamed with audio. This is the Abu Dhabi GP. This is the final event of the real Formula One. Of course, in our game, we are going to have 5 months of events until the end of the season, and let's go check out the event. So I have already entered the challenger level. I have prepared my setups, which we're going to see during the races. The tracks for the event are these ones. So for qualifying round, we're going to have Abu Dhabi, of course, Sao Paulo, Shanghai, and Singapore. Sao Paulo, which is also rain, is the only cornering track. The other three are power unit. So far we have some absolutes, one here and one has started with 50. I can probably qualify with something like 150 points, maybe. But we'll see. I'm not going to spend any real boosts, except maybe timeless for Singapore. We'll see. And let's start with the Abu Dhabi track. My loadout is this one. Verstappen is a must because he gives 3 extra race points. Berman is a must because he's the best overtaking and race start and tire management driver for Challenger. My power unit setup is not actually the full power unit that I can have, but I prefer to keep a high qualifying rate so that I start relatively high and then try and keep the positions. I think that I'm going to have a little problem with Verstappen with tire management if I'm not careful, but we'll see. Let's start the race. Searching for matchmaking. Okay. nothing extreme from the matchmaking. So oh, he's using Antonelli. Okay. Verstappen here, overtake and power unit. Let's use unstoppable. Okay, whatever. I was saying half a minute ago that I was not going to use proper boosts, but okay. I think you can even get away with something like Taurus if you are okay with the tires, because Taurus is actually a lot of power unit. It has some overtaking. So the real race is between my Verstappen and the rivals Berman. I don't think that Antonelli can keep up with my Berman, because I'm going to go medium now and rival is going with hards. Let's pit Verstappen again. So from here on, my Berman is just flying to P1 and never looking back. Let's see if we can overtake here in the long straight. Both are rivals. Okay. And now conserve, conserve, conserve. If you are pressed very much by your rival, you should use here in the third stint hard tire for Berman. It's not that much slower, but you can make sure that you have tires until the end of the race. I probably won't need to push him at all for the rest of the race. Same goes for Verstappen. Last stint, if you really need it, you can go mediums. I'm not going to spend another boost here. I'm keeping position with Verstappen. Berman is already headed the pits. Sorry, the other way around, or whatever. So this safety car makes this a definite that my tires are going to last until the end. For those of you that are in groups with full scores and are trying for P1, remember that Sao Paulo is probably the fastest track of this event, so that's where you can get your fastest lap. And it might be wet, but the times are still there. Also, he was a little bit above me. Fifth level Berman, like mine. Seventh level Rare Antonelli. Okay. High qualifying. Lots of race start and lots of overtaking. Actually, he's a very good choice against Verstappen, despite Verstappen having a 10% boost. But he's giving up the extra points here. He's also even more focused in cornering by using arc and less power unit. This is probably a possible setup for Sao Paulo, actually. I don't remember what I have prepared, but it must be pretty close. I think I have something like 160 cornering, so it's not this exact setup. I don't remember if I show you my power unit setup, so oh yes, I have, but here it is again. Mainly the main characteristic here is that I'm going for qualifying. I can use I think glide, no, synergy, upgraded synergy for even higher power unit, but we lose a lot of qualifying. And of course here we can have Spire, which is power unit and high qualifying, but losing all the DRS. This is actually a very good solution for Singapore, because Singapore doesn't have a very good a big straight. Oh yes, actually this is my cornering setup. He was using my cornering setup, that guy. so his car was levels below me because I have 160 cornering. He had something a lot lower. Maybe if I can get arc one level higher, I can reach 161 or something, which would be nice. And the same drivers, Berman, Verstappen, and let's go. Haven't decided on boosts yet. Maybe glitch, which we got recently, and I probably have a lot. Verstappen could use some restart. You can use Koopa maybe, or Herald, or Timeless. Or you can go for a tire management boost. Yes, glitch. Lots and lots of glitch, and I also have some power units. Oops. Not a bad choice. So I'll try for a fast lap. It's going to be with Berman, and I'm going to try and do it in the second lap. Rival Berman is not going to let me do that. I can't gather a power unit, so I leave it for third lap. I'm going to pit Verstappen here, and let's push Berman. I'm losing a... No, I'll take him also for 4 laps and get back the DRS. Ah, come on. Stuck to the rival. Big fight. So no fastest lap, really. The idea is that you send one of your drivers up front. In my case, Verstappen, who has the lowest overtaking stat, and then keep Berman behind with full batteries and go second lap using DRS. So Rivals Berman is definitely higher than my level. He's pushing like hell. Let's beat both of them. Yes, beat. So if this, or I can go without beats for Berman. Yes, I can do it. I'm going to do it. I don't know if this is too much of a risk or not. So 2 more laps. If I reach the beach with more than 50% tires, I'm golden. Yes. Perfect. Let's open up the DRS. So 2 laps to the end. Rivals Verstappen will hopefully run out of tires or pit. And my Verstappen hopefully will catch up with Rivals Berman. Okay, I got P3 back. Didn't lose anything, but didn't win anything either. Okay, so Rival had the same team score than me. Yes, 6th level Berman, 9th level Verstappen. So 9th level Arc, Vortex the same. He's slower in Mach and Exhale and Fury. So he has 3 parts slower than mine, 1 part higher than mine. Okay. And strategy works. So I don't know if I want to go for an absolute. That's an interesting choice because I'm not sure about the group that I'm going to be in. Yes, I'm going to leave it for tomorrow. So guys, stopping here, and I'm going to replay my qualifying for the first time since I started streaming last year for qualifying 2. I don't remember ever missing out on qualifying round 1, so we're going to have a qualifying round 2, guys. Okay. I'll have to race 3 duels until the day resets. Let's get this box. You can see the dot here because I have a trade that I can do, but I only have one trade right now with Portoletto, and I don't really like the choices that I have. So of course I'm not waiting for Duhan or Albon or Antonelli to max out and let me change my trading. Antonelli is actually the best hope that I have if I win this challenger or a junior and get lots of him again. But I'm waiting to have something, to have at least the next trade ready before I open up this one. Not spending any money this year. The bucks that I have from last season, I'm using them to open up boxes here faster. I still have another 17 days. Of reduced time, and that's it for, let's open this one. Okay, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to play this module with you. I think this is my setup for Series 9. What is it? This one. I think a little more balanced, yes, and more qualifying, yes. Quantum wants 7 million. I can spare them. So let's upgrade Quantum. Drivers with high defense Sainz Bortoleto, of course I'm changing this. Let's change and use Verstappen here. And let's go play a duel. Of course, Sainz has better restart. In some of the tracks, it's quite important. So I have a balanced setup, not a cornering one. Most of the people I see are choosing full cornering setup, so they don't have any speed. Verstappen Bortoleto. I'm very good with my defense. Bortoleto can get a warrior. Verstappen can also get a warrior. You see that I'm running out of warrior boosts. So he's using self-control and ballast, okay. From the free ones, warrior is better. Verstappen is out of here. Bortoleto is out of here. So he's using a little bit of restart for his Bortoleto and a little bit of tires and power unit for his Verstappen. But you'll see here, in Monza you always find out how you are compared to your rival in the speed stat after the second lap, when you start to have a little bit of free room for your drivers to run. You can see that my Verstappen is gaining a lot of space here. He's 11 seconds, 12 seconds in front of rivals Verstappen. Some of this is because I have higher speed stats. Some of it is because I have open road in front of my Verstappen, so he can actually use his speed. Let's speed Bortoleto for a medium tire, one pit stop. So after the Qatar race, we were discussing with my clubmates why McLaren chose to use hard compounds in the third stint. I think that they should have taken the risk and tried the soft compound. They actually had nothing to lose at that point. Piastri was definitely going to be left behind Verstappen, the second position. Okay, so rival decided to give up, but did not let his driver pit when it was time. He has already left the race, forfeited. So one discussion was that by playing this game we have the strange idea that the soft tire is like so much faster than the other tires. And Pirelli might have said that the soft tire in Qatar should be like 1 second faster than the medium, and the medium 1 second faster than the hard. But actually in the race we did not see that. We saw that the hard tires were a lot faster than what Pirelli had predicted. So one thing is that. So Piastri did not manage to open up a bigger gap from Verstappen and gain the safety car back. Then again, we will never know. So anyways, I'm not going to stick around playing and streaming. I'm going to go get some rest, and I'll play another couple of duels in the morning, or check here if I have room to play another one of the event races. Of course, there's only an actual point in racing here if I can also try and win the race, win my rival. So, leaving you here, and I'm going to stream again tomorrow. My retry of qualifying, the qualifying round part 2. Good luck on your races, and see you tomorrow.